Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And a short kick taking it. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
You get nothing. I like
and
it.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sam. The score 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's got some space here. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
This is Mostert. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
From the 27, Tua going for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Herbert now. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it is 28-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Herbert. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Keon Crossan. 20.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that's what you call a turn of events. The offense is on the other side of the field thinking they were in a great position to put points on the board, and then the defense takes a long interception return back for a touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
On second down, Mostert. And some room to roam now. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Mostert. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 97 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Mostert. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Breaks through the contact. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Tonight, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now Winston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And for all the collegiate success he had. passer efficiency rating by a mile. He's a guy who's had his share of detractors at the professional level, but I do like his poise, I do like his moxie, and I love his accuracy.
And now before the play clock runs out, Brian Flores is going to call a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Two and now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mostert.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense.
He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he will lose lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Jameis to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's been tough sledding on the ground, but after that 1st down pickup, they've got to gain a little bit more confidence and feel good about starting a new set of downs, trying to move the ball.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Now Brian Flores going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second down at 7. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
After that run for a first down, I don't know that confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Winston. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college.
Touchdown, New Orleans! 34 yards for Alvin Kamara. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. From down at the 12. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in. The first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's a gain of 10. And the Dolphins first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Tua going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 15-yard touchdown run. Let's take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. He's going to take another shot here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Play action now. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a give to Mostert running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. They complete it to Hill. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw, Winston. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 91 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 34 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston looking long for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
135 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Uh-oh. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
84 yards.
and the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they
today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Carr. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The rush more than did its job. It chased him out of the pocket. He was trying to find someone open downfield, but he was hit as he threw it, and it fell incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Brian Flores going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Carr now on 1st down. From left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Mostert. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Sets up to pass it. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Raiders' 39-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 40 yards for him so far. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level First level being the D-line and linebacker, second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 9-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Mostert, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter, but this time a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. 106 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, Gesicki, a nice grab. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Mostert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
93. 93.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 119 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On play action, here's Tua. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On first down, Brown. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Throwing on second and long. Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Carr. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's fielded at the 45. A 40-yard punt, no return, and Switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 141 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Many times. Play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket. You're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Carr now on 1st down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Play action. Now Carr. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brandon Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Carr looking deep for Adams. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off. Let him chew up the yardage in big plays. And your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that third down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Space to run past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 31 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
What you talking about, man?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips now from the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Back to throw. Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Hill to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 60 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go along.
And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw his Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 63 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Here's Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, Mostert, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. straight ahead. We've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson off play action. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for Nick Chubb.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Off of play action, it's Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, it's Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He has a big thank you to say to his defense. He threw the interception, then boom, the defense gets it back.
But the ebb and flow of a game is something else, isn't it? But you made an excellent point. A big thanks is owed to that defense. They went out there on what we call sudden change after a turnover and didn't give up anything. In fact, took the ball away and set them up again. Really nicely done.
So a clean slate and a mulligan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 62 yards. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in L.A. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, that's complete to his running back, Jefferson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on third down, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. They snap to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Stafford on 1st down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Touchdown! Cam Akers from 3 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out right at the 35.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he stopped immediately there. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line,
touchdown, Rams! Cam Akers, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
What was that, Red?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 40 yards, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. On your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon, so he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go. He'll
hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Watson. And complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game. A really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it? Or was that just a little flash and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going to go for it. It's complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Cleveland offense making their way out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson drops it off for Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Yeah, he'll work free. From 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for L.A. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
32.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Robinson's got it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. To the air again, Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll look to throw again, escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Is intercepted. Picked up.
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter. It's okay.
And he takes this one back into the down. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. Flush to his right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. Johnson to return it.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Second and 9. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say goodnight from Los Angeles.